Kenosha, Wisconsin, are you ready? Dr. King said the checks have continued coming back, marked insufficient funds. But today, Kenosha, today, Jacob Blake, we cash some of those checks in full. And I'm here to pay the interest. Hello, my name is Charles Sims, and I'm a United States Army combat veteran. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to say a few words here today. A big thank you to Jacob Blake Sr. for including us. Thank you to all the organizers and volunteers for sponsoring such a fine event. It is amazing to see the love and unity displayed in Kenosha here today. I have returned to Kenosha, a place I first visited during the upheaval of last summer in the wake of the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Therefore, because of today's event, I felt it important to be here to stand in unity with Jacob Blake Sr. This outreach is a continuation of what I've been working on over the last year, and I feel it is critically important at this time in our country's history. My time in the United States Army was instrumental in shaping this mindset and this outlook. Over the last year, I was able to connect with members of the King family, George Floyd's family, Dante Wright's family, Emmett Till's family, Breonna Taylor's family, and Jacob Blake's family, and have recently spoken with Reverends Barber, Sharpton, and Jackson. I did this all as the grandson of Jim Crow. What is your excuse? What is your excuse, America? I first began my journey shortly after George Floyd was killed. I began it with my friend Jarrell Poe as a way of trying to provide healing to families in pain and to bring conflict resolution to a deeply divided country. It has been 1 year since Jacob Blake was shot and almost killed by the police. Next week is the 58th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. Many people will ask themselves, what has been achieved in a year? The scars of last year's events, both seen and unseen, still linger in the community. I stand here today to prove what can be achieved. Jarrell and I's first event together was at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee last year. When we began, we had the idea that two sons of Mississippi, one a soldier and one a football player, would have a great opportunity to provide a blueprint and roadmap for spreading love and reconciliation. We met while attending Ole Miss. Last year, we committed ourselves to spreading the teachings of love and nonviolence. William Faulkner once said, to understand the world, you must first understand a place like Mississippi. Me and Jarrell get it. We have reached out today to help to provide healing, conflict resolution, and to extend a hand in peace to begin this undertaking. It is time. Dr. King once spoke about the myth of time healing wounds. Dr. King said time itself is neutral. It can be used either constructively or destructively. These are the two choices before us now. Jacob Blake Sr. recently said, understand that the fight is real and justice is real, and we're gonna find justice, and we're gonna keep fighting until we find it. We're not laying down. It's not over. The 21st isn't a celebration. This is a remembrance that we are out here fighting for justice. I would like to personally thank the families gathered here today that have decided to turn their pain into purpose. Many of the families here have taken up leadership roles in helping other families affected by tragedy, and they should be commended. I would like to personally thank Jacob Blake Sr. It meant a lot that he was willing to reach out to us. Jarrell and I first met up with Jacob Blake Sr. in Minneapolis this last year and had an amazing dinner. We talked about football, family, but most importantly, we talked about how to begin a dialogue and get the ball rolling towards bringing people together in love and peace. I've reached out to so many people over the last year, I've lost count. I was looking for what I considered a rare individual to take my hand and help me to begin this unique dialogue. Jacob Blake Sr. is that person I was looking for. He reached out to me to show support for what I was doing, but I knew he was still seeking justice for his son. I could feel the pain in his voice and on his heart. Therefore, today, Jacob, we have come here to support you, your family, and this community. We still have a chance to come out of these lockdowns stronger and more unified than when it began. However, it will take a Herculean effort and a massive movement based in love. To create this beloved community, everyone will have to play their part and shoulder the burdens of our union. This has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with what is right and what is wrong. It matters that we have come here together for this healing process and to spread love throughout the community. Seize this opportunity as we all join hands. Emancipate yourself from the current tensions between the different segments of society. Let us stand shoulder to shoulder. Let us advance into a new position where kindness is the standard, not an abnormality. Let us ignite this spark today, and in doing so, help to reclaim the conscience of our country. Here is your blueprint. What will you be a drum major for? How will you use your time, constructively or destructively? Always remember what happened to Jacob Blake and his family's fight for justice. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Jacob Blake. Thank you, Kenosha. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all.